In life-threatening emergencies, every moment matters. When time is critical, you need the best care possible fast. That's why you need Massa Assist, your trusted partner in air medical transport. Equipped with state-of-the-art technology and highly trained medical professionals, we're ready to respond when it matters most. Whether it's trauma care or critical medical attention needed miles away, our dedicated team is always ready for takeoff 24/7. If you or someone you love needs urgent medical transport, don't hesitate.
My husband got shot and we had to fly him out. And the price to fly him out, I don't think I'll be able to get that money. But thank God for Master.
Contact Massa Assist today on 275-6272 or 315-2264 or visit our website at www.massaassist.com. Massa Assist. When seconds count on us.
Looking to start your next home improvement project? Do It Center has everything you need from foundation to finish. Whether you're building, renovating, or just sprucing up, you'll find a wide selection of construction materials, lumber, tools, finishings, and of course, Do It Best quality paints. Perfect for every room. Now with 2 convenient locations on Goodwill Road and Cork Street, it's easy to shop in person or you can browse the full collection online at store.doitcenterdominica.com. Need delivery? They've got you covered. Do It Center offers island-wide delivery so your purchases reach you wherever you are. Visit them today and the friendly, knowledgeable staff will help bring your home improvement dreams to life. Do It Center Dominica, your partner in home improvement.
You see this here? Okay, boom. We not chasing nobody. You mad? Who fool? Who chad? Who bunny boys? Tell me ready. You mad? Who fool? Who chad? Who bunny boys? T-boy, Gaibel. Gaibel. Don't message my phone. Gaibel. I don't want you. Gaibel. Jigsaw. Let's go. You see this here? Okay, boom. We not chasing nobody. Why you got in all that vary? Acting as though you don't want me. Yes, baby.
Maybe you think we need mustard?
Yes, baby.
Yes, baby.
I don't have ketchup, you know. You think we should take some?
Yes, baby.
If you tell me clean the house, yes, baby. If you tell me wash my mouth, yes, baby. If you say I cannot go, yes, baby. I will
I want 5 cases of malt, 2 cases of leg quarters, 3 cases of yellowtail wine. Give me plenty yellowtail wine. Half bag lentils,
yes,
half
baby.
bag. He's paying.
When I go to work, she lie down on the settee. When I come home, I give her all the money. Yes, baby. You don't need to stress. Take what you want and give me the rest. Yes, baby. Your cooking is the best, but I know you're tired. Why don't you take a rest?
New load alert! Express yourself this carnival season with a CCCUL Carnival Express. Express yourself. Express yourself.
Express yourself this carnival with a loan of up to $10,000 and an easy payback plan as low as $45 a month.
$45?
Yes, $45 a month.
Yes, I. Look vibes this carnival, boy.
No stress to buy a costume, no stress to join the band. Free up with friends and family plus an easy payback plan. Nice.
Express yourself this carnival season with a CCCUL Carnival Express loan. Visit our website at myccul.com or call us at 767-448-2261 or 767-445-5208.
Promotion runs from February 1st to February 28th, 2025. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome to another show. Welcome to another Queen's Quest. I'm so happy to be joining every single one of you. Wherever you locked in, share it live, share it live, share it live, share it live. Go ahead and share the live right about now. We have our final Queen contestant. I am so excited to talk to her. If you guys have been following me over the last week, we've got to know so much more about our fair ladies who will be gracing the stage this coming Thursday at the Windsor Park Stadium forecourt for the Miss Dominica competition. I am looking forward to seeing them in the talent round, in the swimwear round, in the question and answer round, in the evening wear round, every round. I'm looking forward to seeing them, and I feel like they worked so hard. We're coming out of just seeing Miss Teen Dominica. Congratulations to Gabrielle Esprit, who is the new Miss Teen Dominica, Team Gabby, 100%. Y'all know I was definitely on that team, and I'm so excited to see how she blossomed, and I just want to give her a big congratulation message from Black Island Girl, because we were 100% behind her during that competition. But just seeing how everything went along, see all of this hard work that these ladies put towards every single round, and not just the rounds, but also the confidence that they build, during this entire ordeal, the networking, the opportunities that they receive. It's such a wonderful platform to showcase young women. I definitely give much respect to the competition, because it's not just a beauty pageant, which is what I say. I've been saying this for a while, and I want to reiterate it. It's not just a beauty pageant. It really and truly is a representation of the quality of women we have in Dominica. And let me tell you, if you've been tuned in for the last few days, you know our quality up notch. Our quality is top notch, right? It's top notch. And I want to say thank you very much to the Dominica Festivals Committee and the Dominica the Discover Dominica Authority, as well as the Queen Show Committee, for allowing me the opportunity and my audience to get to know these women more personally, professionally. We mix up everything in it, and it was a I had fun. I don't know about you. If you had fun, let me know if you had fun. I'm dying to know. Of course, these shows would not be possible if it wasn't for my sponsors. And I want to say thank you so very much to them. Today we have a new entrant. So the Central Cooperative Credit Union is on board with us, not just for this show, in terms of the fact that Tanisha Balson is also sponsored by the CCCU, but also sponsoring this show here this evening. Also, Do It Center, Fresh Market Pharmacy, Cash and Carry, Best Price, Astafans, Caribe, Master Assist. Thank you very much for your support during the last couple of days. We have one final show this week, which is tomorrow. I am looking forward to speaking with the current Miss Dominica. That is Kiana Dyer. I'm so excited to. I mean, I've seen her journey. I've witnessed, what she's been doing over the last couple of months of her reign. And she's so vibrant, and her personality is definitely one that is contagious. And I'm looking forward to speaking with her tomorrow because this is leading up to the final days of her reign as Miss Dominica. Well, you know what they say: once a Miss Dominica, you always Miss Dominica, right? You Miss Dominica until even after you go to your grave, you still remain Miss Dominica because that year will always be etched in the minds of people. They will always remember you as Miss Dominica this year, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing these ladies, and I hope you too are looking forward. I just want to put a reminder out there. I know a lot of folks are coming on the live and they're getting excited for the show. I want to remind folks who are using this to help them determine their queen because they will be coming on to the show, whether they're viewing it online, whether you're viewing it in person. I'd like to remind you guys, if you don't know yet, now you know, and you might be hearing it here first. But the question and answer round will be the first round that will be done this Thursday. And I know a lot of people like to wait last minute and reach when there's girls in swimwear or you want to reach late. None of that lateness this Thursday. Come early o'clock, get your place bon, get your spot. Whether you bring a chair, you walk with or you coming in to sit, or you come in to stand, your umbrella. That is the moment for it to be a flower pot. That is the one show you are allowed to be a flower pot. Get your spot and get ready for the first round. That is the first judge round. And I am ecstatic to see what the girls have to offer this coming Thursday. So I don't want to give you guys waiting because we want to give her a full hour. Yes, we want to. I want to welcome for the first time on the show. I want to say a special good evening to Miss Tanisha Balson. Hello,
Hi.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so glad that you could make it today. Welcome to the show. We know there was a mix in schedule and you guys had to appear elsewhere as a collective, and you didn't get your actual third day, which was specifically designed for you. But some people might say we saved the best for last. I don't know. We'll determine that, right? I know a lot of people live will determine that. And I'm excited to get to know a little bit more about you and what
Yes.
you represent, who you are as an individual. So I like to start off every single by asking this question, you know, how are you feeling as the pageant draws closer?
Surprisingly, I am very calm about it. But I guess when it gets a bit closer, maybe by Wednesday or even on the night of the show, I may get nervous. But that's expected. Even as a performer, someone who is accustomed of performing on stage, just before I perform, I get nervous. But when I'm on stage, I'm the
Oops, something happened. She dropped off. That's okay. We're going to get her back on. It might have been a glitch, it might be internet issues. We're going to get her back on. Don't you fret. She's coming back. She's back. We don't know what happened. The internet is interneting. That's what happens with technology. We just keep pushing, all right? So you were telling us that as the day draws nearer, you are calm, and that's what you.
Yes. So I'm actually calm, but probably by Wednesday or Thursday, I might get a little bit nervous. But performing on stage, as you know, I'm a dancer. I have experience performing on the big stage. And just before I go on, I do get nervous, but when I'm on that stage, I'm a totally different person. I'm confident, so I'm excited for the show.
Well, we're all excited to see what you have in
Yeah.
store. Tell us a little bit about you, Tanisha. Tell us where are you from, how old are you, and just give us your. I like to they like to call it your introduction. Give us your brief introduction.
Of course, I'm 21-year-old Tanisha Balson, contestant number 3 in the Miss Dominica pageant, and I am representing the village of Funkani and the Roseau Valley by extension. I am currently employed at the Central Cooperative Credit Union, which is also my sponsor in this pageant. Thank you to them. And my platform is holistic development through the arts. I have participated in the Miss World Duet pageant last year, 2020. Well, actually, 2023. I emerged the winner, but before pageantry, people knew me as Tantan the dancer because I'm an expressive person in that sense. So people just knew me as Tanisha the dancer or Tantan the dancer.
Okay, Tantan. All right, it's good to know. I'm happy to hear that you won in 2023, and I love to hear that you're already so exposed to the stage because that may or may not give you a bit of an edge. Do you think that that gives you a bit of an edge for the competition?
I believe it does give me a bit of an edge. Um, At a very young age, I have been performing on the stage. I joined the NBD flag wavers. After that, in high school, I joined my dance group. I was a member of the Umoja CHS Sign Language Club. Then I moved on to the Patchwork Dance Academy and currently in the Pan and Harmony musical group. So all that has given me experience, able to express myself, meet different people on the big stage and adapt. So I think it gives me an edge.
Like she said, it gives her an edge. I love that. I love that. I want to, before we get into you in depth, I want to kind of get to know about your home life and tell us a little bit about where you were born. And I know you mentioned you live in Fort County, but not everybody that live in where they live in is definitely from there, right? So share with us a little bit about where you're from and where you're raised, and a little bit about home life. What does home life look like for you?
I am from and born and raised in the village of Fonkani. It's a very small and quiet village in the Roseau Valley, but I like it there. It's quiet, the area is very scenic, a lot of trees. It rains a lot. I don't like that aspect of it, but it provides a very calm feeling. And if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city, then I think Fonkan is definitely the place to be. And because of its location, very close to Loda, which has the Boiling Lake and the freshwater lake Trafalgar or the Trafalgar Falls, then you have Waterloo even with the sulfur springs. It just creates the perfect environment for adventure. So that's just a little bit about my village.
And you so also close proximity to Roseau.
Yes.
And also Fokani route is very good when it comes to traffic. That route
Yes.
in the morning, it's a breeze getting into town. Tell me a little bit about your family.
My family, I am part of a family of, well, I have 4 siblings. I am the fourth child. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. My mom and dad, they are very supportive. I really appreciate my parents. I maybe don't say it a lot to them, but I really do appreciate them. They have been with me every step of the way, especially throughout my journey to the throne. My father is very patient. I've never seen a person more patient than him. My mother, she's the best mother you can ask for. She will support me in all my endeavors, and I really appreciate her and I appreciate my brothers and sisters.
Do you guys fight at home, like your siblings? Come on, give us the tea.
When we were younger, I think I used to fight a lot with my little brother. He is 4 years, 4 to 5 years younger than me. So we used to fight a lot. He was a telltale, not me though, but
Used to tell on you.
yes.
Hmm.
That's just siblings for you.
That's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. But I'm sure you guys are very close knit. Now
Yes,
that you guys are older.
yes, yes.
Okay, fantastic. Um, when did you? Because you mentioned about getting into arts. What really inspired your desire for performing arts? When was that moment that you were like, okay, girlfriend loves the stage and she's going to perform? When did that happen for you?
I think since I was a baby, my mommy told me as soon as I came out, I was dancing. And to be honest, I love music. So anytime I hear, the thing, I dance, that's just me. I think that's just a part of me. And I have loved and appreciated from a very young age. And this is what really inspired my platform.
We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. Um, a little bit later on, I wanna speak a little bit about what you currently do. So you mentioned that you are currently you're employed at the Central Cooperative Credit Union. Tell us a little bit about what your role entails at your establishment.
Okay, I am a member service representative of the loans department. So I deal a lot with customers getting their loan appointments so that they can apply for a loan. I speak to them or promote our loan products. So whichever loan product that they're interested in, I would be their first point of contact when they are looking to apply for a loan. I also speak to members or possible members on how to become a member, the requirements that are needed, and so on, and many other details. I do secretarial work, so there's a lot that goes in with just my little status of a loans MSR.
Wow, that's beautiful. What would you say is the most enjoyable part of this role?
I think is that would be marketing. Having this job has opened so many opportunities for me, especially when it comes to practicing public speaking. That was not something I was very confident in doing. Actually, public speaking was what I would say deterred me from doing a lot of things. And being employed in the loans department and working with the marketing specialist, Lauren Henderson Reed, I believe that opened many opportunities for me. I improved in my public speaking. So I think that's the best part of working at Central.
Mm, I love to hear that. So clearly, like you're not just about loans, you also in marketing. You're doing you're getting your feet wet in multiple different spaces, and I really like to hear that because you often hear people's uh, you often hear the opposite where people are a bit stifled in roles, like they're forced into a role and
Yeah.
that's the role that they're doing, but getting to dabble in different departments, it just opens you up to so much more that you can do in life, or so much more that you might want to further on in life, and you might absolutely hate your job and love her job, you know what I mean? And eventually decide to do that. So I absolutely love to hear that. So I want to talk a little bit about you and the Miss Warp Duet 2023. When you decided, first of all, why did you decide that you wanted to join Miss Warp Duet 2023?
Well, I decided that I just need to step out of my comfort zone and just achieve my dreams. Because participating in pageantry has always been a dream of mine. However, as I grew older, I just lost the confidence in even trying it out. So that dream was pushed aside. But then I decided if I am going to make confidence or the lack of confidence deter me from achieving what I would want to achieve, then there's no point in even, being that person who who encourages others if I can't even encourage my own self. So I decided to take on the Miss World Duet pageant, and it definitely increased my confidence, my self-expression on stage, and it was a way for me to appreciate my culture.
Hmm. What are some of the things that this experience really taught you?
Oh, it taught me time management. It taught me how to work under pressure. As it was my first national pageant, I was not really used to, the running arounds and those type of things. So I do believe it taught me time management. It taught me how to work in teams too. Dance taught me that as well, but pageantry gives a different aspect, how to work around people and their different personalities.
Hmm. That is something that is definitely something that comes up, especially now that you've moved now to the Miss Dominica
Yes.
pageant. How does Miss Wab Duet compare to Miss Dominica in terms of preparations and even expectations?
It's definitely different. I can tell.
I love how you said that you like it's different.
Yes. And I think for anybody who wants to participate in the Miss Dominica pageant, I do encourage them to maybe try a smaller pageant at first so they can, you know, better adjust to these things because late night practice is much different from the Miss World Duet pageant, attended interviews, just being an ambassador for Dominica and having so many people watching you and, judging you. And it's different. Even for the Miss Dominica pageant, you want to look your best. Participated in the Miss World, I never had to worry about my size, I would say. But now for the Miss Dominica pageant, you have to make sure that you look toned and you look just right. I think I started preparing last year, just after Carnival. I joined the gym. I weighed 108. I was actually underweight. And by August, I was almost weighing about 140. And I was like, hey, where did this stomach come out from? Where did this? And I never thought in my life I would say I need to lose weight because I need to look like this for the show. And it's definitely different. The preparations are different. So yes.
Wow. I was gonna ask you about your gym. I want to know. I want to know what is your routine like in terms of like since you're on the pageant and since we're talking about weight gain and weight loss now. What was that experience? What has that experience been like for you so far?
Well, like I said, when I just started, I weighed 108. So I was underweight for the average person my age. So the goal at the time was to gain weight, not necessarily muscle as yet, but to gain weight. But throughout the journey, I gained the weight, but not necessarily in the right places. So then I had to change my routine, ensure that I was more toned, get my stomach much flatter, something I never had to worry about. Change my eating habits too, because a few years ago I could eat anything and not put on an ounce, or my belly may not be bloated. So these were the disciplines I had to learn, change my eating habits, drink a lot more water. That's very important when you're working out. So that's what it's like. And it can be difficult at times. Sometimes you would go home and all your body is hurting you and you're like, do I want to go back tomorrow? I can skip a week. Or maybe I just want some KFC. Maybe a little, nothing's gonna happen, but you need to be disciplined.
Trust and believe. I know what you're going through. I didn't have to gain any because babies did that for me. But I had to lose, and I've been like working at getting back to a hashtag weight goals. And the water part is real. Like those 3 liters of water a day, like I mean, it shows even in your skin, and I love the fact that you mentioned that, and you reinforce that. Hey, it's not just saying you're gonna lift up weights. You have to. It's a package. You have to think of your meal plan and prepping and all kinds of things. Yes, so trust and belief. exactly what you're talking about. So we've spoken a little bit about the fact that you love to perform, the fact that you work at CCCU. We talk about a little bit about your gym, the fact that you have a workout schedule organized. And it sounds to me now with the inclusion now of the pageant that you really have a lot of things going on. Um,
Yes.
what really keeps you motivated when your workload or life becomes overwhelming?
Well, what keeps me motivated is, of course, my goal and why I participated in this pageant, and my support system. Without them, I believe my journey would be much more difficult. The support system of my family, my friends, my team, and of course, my sponsor. They are like they sponsored me, but they're like a work family. Everyone is so kind, so dear to me, and I really appreciate them. They have really motivated me.
Wow, that's beautiful. Why did you wanna take this step into join being Miss Dominica 2025? What really inspired this step?
Well, like I said earlier, pageantry has been a dream of mine, and I decided I'm going to take on this goal. I won this one, so we're going for the Miss Dominica pageant. And what's the least that can happen? I think throughout the journey, I've learned so much. Even if I don't win, I already excelled in public speaking, being able to talk in front of a crowd, expressing myself on what I believe in. So participating in the Miss Dominica pageant was not only for just doing pageantry or going on the stage and smiling, looking beautiful, but it was also a stepping stone for me to come outside of my shell and do what I've always dreamt of doing.
Well, some people might say, "You sure it's not for the scholarship?"
I mean, that's a thought too, I mean, you get a chance to further your studies in whatever career path that you'd like to go into. So yes.
Th- did you ever thought about possibly pursuing tertiary education in terms of possibly attending university?
Can you repeat, please?
Have you considered the possibility of tertiary education or even going to university? Is that something that's part of your plan?
Yes, of course. I would like to become a cardiothoracic surgeon, so definitely university has to be on the bucket list.
What surgeon?
A cardiothoracic surgeon. In
Tell me
layman's
a little bit about that.
Okay. So a cardiothoracic surgeon is, of course, a medical doctor that specializes in surgical procedures in the heart, the lungs, and other regions in your chest. Just to put it in simpler terms for you.
Wow. Why that field?
Well, not only my love for science, I do appreciate the science subject more than any other subject, but it's mainly my passion for people and helping people and bettering the health of others. I have noticed that recently there is a spike or prevalence in heart related diseases like hypertension, cardiac arrest, other diseases like lung cancer, and so on. And I think pursuing that career path would definitely benefit the health sector in my country and would prevent people from traveling overseas for better healthcare. So that's one of the reasons why I decided.
I love that you say that because over the last couple of, and I love that that's what you're actually gonna want to pursue, because if you follow my show, or if you've probably never followed my show, I do have the Ray Asta Foundation on once a month, so they come on to talk about strokes, which is something that is very prevalent in Dominica. Uh, as a matter of fact, we have a stroke every day in Dominica, right? And that is ridiculously high because a huge part of it is that people are not taking their medication, they're not practicing good health habits. We have situations where people are becoming obese, and just hearing you speak, about all of the things that you want to do I feel like that is super needed. I mean, we might say, and I'll tell you this, I'll be completely honest with you. Some of us say, another doctor, like we have so many doctors, but I love that you have a specialty in mind,
Yes.
because and it's a specialty that is necessary, because if we have someone like you, in addition to like the Dr. Andrew, and all of the other doctors we have who are pursuing, or who pursue that specific career, it
Yes.
can help educate people better. And even if that doesn't educate people, but we can look to getting people coming to Dominica to get the surgeries instead of going out, right?
And I think it's very important that we take care of our health because, as it relates to these heart related conditions that we're seeing, you would mostly see it in the elderly people, but nowadays you're seeing it in young people. And we can start by just doing the simplest things, drinking lots more water, a lot more water. That can help a lot. Because I have visited a few schools during my journey to the field, and surprisingly, I met with a principal and she banned drinking juices or any snacks for snack. Children were not allowed to bring in any
That sounds like
soda.
St. Luke's.
I'm not calling names.
That sounds like St. Luke's. And
Well,
that's great though. It's great.
yes, I was surprised at first. I was like, trying to have these children in a prison. But then when I thought about it, I think it's a great way to allow the children to take control of their health because, of course, a child, the first resort is not going to be drinking water. They'd rather drink a buster, a juice, or
A
and
quenchy.
something like that. Exactly. So, starting them at a very young age to take control of their health, drink more water. It can prevent them from getting these non-communicable diseases later on in life or even at a young age. So I think that was a very good initiative.
Yes, yes. And I didn't mean to put the school on blast. I just know. I know my schools very well. What can I say? um so that's wonderful. I feel it's a great initiative, and I feel like more schools should enforce that, especially, I know we have like a lot of these vendors that come to schools, but sometimes the juices that they sell are so sweet.
Yes.
Like it's not just the hypertension, but it's also the diabetes.
Yes.
We're seeing more and more younger children are getting diabetes, compared to when I was growing up. That was something that a child with diabetes would be like, huh? You don't know anything about that, right? So
Exactly.
so that is definitely something that I think we need to pay attention. And why not ban it? If you're controlling this, if you're in charge of the school, ban it for good. I love that. So you talk about being wanting to pursue medicine, but you're so heavily involved in arts. Like, first of all, we know arts is underfunded compared to other sectors, right? Why, or how could you advocate for greater support of creative industries in Dominica? Because I feel like as a dancer, you already have an edge in terms of, and it probably also aligns with your platform, so you can incorporate that into your response. But I feel like it's so important to understand exactly why why we need more of the creative industries in Dominica, and your platform speaks to that. So share a little bit with us. I know it's like a, because the question is kind of weird in the sense of, I
Well,
really want to pursue medicine, but yet you're advocating for something else. How do the two connect, so to speak?
Well, I believe we have many creative minds in Dominica, but I've noticed that we place great emphasis on traditional education being in which a child should grow. And of course, education is important, but the traditional forms of learning, like academics, is not the only pathway to success. That's why I believe arts is very important in a person's life, in a child's life. And I think giving them the opportunity or an alternative if they're not really good in academics, then they can use their skills if they're good in dance, if they're good in singing, DJing. We have so many DJs around in Dominica. If I want to become the next Booyah artist, I think that we should provide avenues for our young people to have the opportunity to pursue what they like doing, because not only will it benefit us economically, but it will help with their personal growth. They would be able to express themselves, they'll be able to work in teams, be able to adapt to adverse conditions. There's so many skills and disciplines that art teaches you that you may not necessarily be able to learn or experience in the traditional forms of learning. So, making these investments in art, I think it is really important because Dominicans have so many talents, and I think we can use that to benefit us.
I am. I think your platform is very similar to last year's Miss Dominica. Um, Very similar platform because she focused on the arts as well, and it's. I'm not saying this to say anything else, but I love the fact that young people like yourselves are actively advocating for the arts, and I'll give you an example of like the way I see, like the way what kind it kind of bleeds my heart because I'm very much involved in the arts as well, very much involved in creative industries, and like I was part of the team for Miss Teen, and getting to experience where the ladies were situated to get ready to go on stage. It was intense, and I'm like, God, we need a place where people can practice, where all of the passionate dancers can practice during the day, where they can have workshops, where they can invite people over from other countries like the French islands who are so heavily art driven, where they can bring these people to come and teach us as well as we can teach them, about our culture and our identity and how our dances or ballet or quadrille or the drums, how to build a drum, how to build costume, like workshops, like I'm looking and I'm saying like it's such a necessity because everybody is not going to be a doctor and a lawyer, and people make people make good money in costume building, good
Yes.
money in costume building, right? So I know this is part of your platform, but I feel like I need to make an additional plea, that the powers that be, I keep telling them, make me the minister of entertainment because this this is so needed in our country, because and young people are hungry for it. You like you rightfully say, with so many young artists, we have so many DJs, and they're getting paid, not paid, paid. You understand? I love your answer, your response, and I love that you are advocating for that because you could easily say heart. I'm advocating for heart health. Your platform could be around heart. I mean, it could be, but
Yes,
if
it could
you're not happy doing what you love doing, how is your heart going to be happy? It all intertwines, and I love that for you, and I
yes.
love that you're doing this. Um, I wanna talk about your mantra. You have a personal mantra. Share with us what that mantra is, and why is it so important to you?
My mantra, Romans 12:12. Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, and be constant in prayer. I grew up in a Christian household, as you will say, and I've always been taught to have a close relationship with God. Anything that you want, go to Him. Before you start your day, speak to God. Allow Him into your life for everything that you do. And I think that has gotten me a long way in life. Certain things that I feel like may not be going my way, I speak to Him and I tell Him, lead me to the right places at the right time. And sometimes I think that, oh my gosh, I asked for this, but it's not happening. What's going on? Like, what am I doing wrong? But then I say, if it's for me, it's for me. God knows exactly when He wants that certain thing to occur. And just having this mantra and always reminding myself, to be constant in prayer with God, always speak to Him, have a close communication with Him. I think it's really important to do, and I encourage everyone to have a close relationship with God.
Wow, that's beautiful. I also was raised in a Christian home where my mom used to wake us up every day at 4 a.m. to have devotion. So trust and believe. I know exactly what and I like that you mention it because a lot of times as people associate carnival with a lot of revelry and they
Yes.
associate it with wildness. I remember being in church and hearing it's demonic, it's a demonic expression. Like you hear all of these different things and people have all of these different takes, right? But carnival essentially is part of our culture. It's our tradition passed on from our ancestors. However, I like that your mantra goes back to the Bible in a sense of a lot of times we focus on things and we're not looking at the holistic approach to it. We're just looking at what we want and we want it now. And I really like what you said about it might not be your time to get
Yes.
it because that's happened to me many times. Like when things you don't get things or somebody else is chosen to do something over you, you're like, and then you're like, and then later on something else opens up, and you're like, if I was there, I would not have been able to be there, you know.
That's
So
true.
just God does what He wants to do in His time, you know. And I love what you said. Really, really beautiful. Because you seem to be such a spiritual person. I'm interested to hear how you answer this. What has been the most challenging aspect of preparing for the Miss Dominica pageant?
I would say the most challenging aspect would be believing in myself. Of course, I went up for this pageant and I know that I can do it. But throughout the way, you sometimes question yourself and be like, why did I really do this? Or did I really put myself in that situation? Can I really do it? Because you're faced with so many different things, adverse conditions where things don't work out your way, and you sometimes question if you are strong enough, and that has taught me a lot to be strong and just believe in myself because I can do it. Of course, I can do it. If I don't believe in myself, who's going to believe in me? You need to start with yourself.
That's right. That's
Yes.
I love that. I love that. What would you like people to remember you most, or most? What you would like to remember most about you after this competition is over?
After this competition is over, I would like people to remember me as that girl who overcome her greatest fear, public speaking, and just doing what she loves. Because most times our mind or ourself can be our greatest enemy. What we think in our mind can deter us from achieving so many things. So I want people to look at me and say, she wasn't a very confident person before, and look at it. Look at that she performed in the Miss Dominica pageant. So if she can do it, if she could be that timid girl before, and look at how she has risen to the occasion, then I can do it. So I want to be that motivator. I want to inspire others that you can do anything through Christ who strengthens you and once you believe in yourself.
Wow. If you lose though, what would be the next step?
If I lose, then of course I would then further go right into further in my education in medicine. But losing to me, it's not a loss, even if I do not get the crown. Like I said, I have overcome so many challenges. I've already won. I'm here. I'm actually doing what many do not see themselves doing, what many do not have the courage and bravery to do. So even if I don't win the crown, I have already won.
Hey, I love this. I love your confidence. I love the fact that you're like, hey, I did this and I did it well and I'm proud of myself. I
Yes.
absolutely love it. But we all hoping that, well, I know your team especially is hoping that you are crowned.
Of course.
and, and after you're crowned, if they were to say, you know, we want Tanisha to stand up and give a speech, you know, what would be your first message after being crowned?
My first message after being crowned is do what makes you happy. Express yourself in all ways that you can. Whatever goal that you have set for yourself. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't procrastinate about it. Oh, I'll start next week. Start it now. Start it today. Always have goals for yourself and remind yourself that is what you want to achieve because I achieved it. And if I can achieve what I placed for myself, you can do too.
Well, we've gotten those things out of the way, all those pageantry questions. I want to get a little bit, I want to know a little bit about what was school life like for you. I'm so intrigued to know where you went to school, and if I had to ask your biology teacher about you, what would they say?
Okay. Well, I attended the St. Martin's Primary and then moved on to the convent high school. My high school life, I would say my first few years I was very quiet. I just did what I had to do, go to school, learn, pass my subjects. But it was in my third form to fifth form year I really began expressing myself. I joined the Umoja Sign Language Club, and I think that is a integral part of my self journey in high school. Joining that club exposed me to so many different opportunities. I was able to perform on the World Creole Music Festival stage. I was also able to perform in St. Lucia, different things, and learning team building and so on. And if you were to ask my biology teacher about me, I think he would say that I'm very passionate about the science subject and well-behaved student. I don't think any of my teachers would say I was very talkative or troublesome. A well-behaved student and someone who just enjoys being in the classroom, engaging with their peers and of course teachers.
Wow, wow. What were some of the things besides the emoji? Like, what were some of the other things that you loved doing in school?
I loved dancing, not debating and those things, because like I said, I wasn't so confident in
That's not
public.
the question.
So anything dealing with speaking, you most likely would not have found me in any club relating to that. I did join the Girl Up Club, which deals with women empowerment and girls around the world. So I did join that club and all the different activities in the school.
Somebody just sent me a message and they said, please, Jill, ask her, does she have any pets? I don't know why. Did you have any pets as a child?
I feel like I know who asked you that. I had many pets as while I grew up. But that person I think who asked you that, they know that I just bought a dog. Right now, right now, I can't have it with me because I'm busy with, pageantry and getting ready for the pageant. But as soon as the pageant is done, I'm having my puppy with me. I already got its clothes and
You, want- you have a child
yes,
and you left the child at the orphanage still.
yes.
That's lovely. That's lovely. That's really nice to know. So, Tanisha, this is where we come in the segment where we do the rapid fire questions, where I ask you a few questions and you tell us the first thing that comes to mind. But while we're doing this, I like to open up for the audience because I know they've been commenting, they've been sending their well wishes. Some of them may have questions, and I want to encourage them to share their congratulatory messages or well wish messages, whatever they want to share with you while we do the rapid fire questions, so that when we come back, we can get the questions and get their comments and then wrap up. Okay, so you ready for our rapid fire questions?
Yes.
All right. First thing that comes to mind, okay? Don't give
Okay.
it too much thought. If you pause, it means you're thinking. All right. If you could have a conversation with your younger self, what's the first thing you'd say?
You would have to repeat that again because you're sticking. It's
If you
not so you'd have to go again.
Well, I'm going again. If you could have a conversation with your younger self, what's the first thing you'd say?
I would tell her to have confidence and go for your dreams. There's no more not having confidence in yourself and deterring yourself from your dreams. So that's what I would say to my younger self.
Mm. Your favorite song to dance to?
Oh, Afrobeats, I think that would be Fireboy or Fa.
Mm. One word that best describes your personality.
Bubbly,
Mm. Dream travel destination.
Dubai,
Girl, you're going big, eh? Hmm. What's your guilty pleasure snack?
KFC. I wish I could have that now.
You and me both. You and me both. I'm obsessed with KFC. I'm surprised KFC is never, but probably it's a good thing that they've never reached out to me because I probably would look like the K in the KFC. What would you say is your favorite local dish?
Fig and codfish.
Girl, you are a girl after my heart. Hills or flats?
Heels. I've grown to have appreciation for heels now. So
Mm,
heels.
mm. One thing people will be surprised to learn about you.
One thing that's
With you.
interesting. Okay, that I play a musical instrument. I'm not going to say, but I play a musical
You
instrument.
do.
Yes.
That's wonderful. You want to tell us what it is?
No.
She's like, that's the edge, JL. Stay out of my business. I'm staying out. Morning person or night owl?
I am a night owl. Night
Mm,
owl.
mm. If you had a time machine, what would it be? Past or future?
I think it would be past.
Really?
Yes. And that's because, like I said, because my confidence prevented me from doing so many things, I would go back in time, not necessarily to change what has already been done, but give myself the chance to do so many other things and create so much more opportunities for myself instead of starting it later in life. So that's why I would choose past.
Wow, that is beautiful. Thank you very much for participating in our rapid fire questions. I know it can be people like, oh, what do I answer? It can be a bit like that for some, but you definitely did well. We got to know a little bit more about you. This time, I am opening up to the audience just to see what they have to say. And someone by the name of Victorious Goddess Plan, so beautiful. The accessories on back is on point.
Thank
Um,
you.
Graceful Escape is saying Team Tan Tan. Mia Thomas is saying you will achieve whatever you believe you can. Alex Charles is saying, well done, Tantan. Congratulations. Auntie is so proud of you. As that your family. Lorraine, who is always there like salt on gravy. She says, that's right. Listens, I'm so confident in this kid. I have no doubt that the crown will be coming to Central. That's Lorraine. Um, we have Shaniki Lockjaw saying, Bon day, look a smart young lady. Um, Someone else is saying, Victoria is saying, now go take that crown. Okay, she's reiterating that. Somebody else is saying, I am so proud of you. I wish you God's guidance and pray that you emerge the winner. My messages on top of messages. Diana Journey, Tantan, have fun. Someone else is saying, our queen, you got this. That's Mama McIntyre. Um, Somebody is saying that suspense there. Yes, dance an instrument. Okay. Folks, they're trying to now imagine. Oh, you'll wait for Thursday night. Or you will wait because I'm not going to help take out anything out of the bag. We're keeping it on the wraps. We're not asking any more questions where that is concerned. So thank you very much, everyone who contributed and shared their question. What would you say, or their comments? What would you say would be the best piece of advice that you received in life or even in this competition?
What's the best piece of advice that I received in life?
Yes, or even in this competition.
In this competition or in life, I was told never to be too hard on yourself because I can be a bit of a perfectionist, and that's because I
I
always
can
want to
tell.
do my I always want to do my best, and sometimes it can get over my head. So I would that advice it's dear to me because never be too hard on yourself. Sometimes things may not work out as you may have planned, and it may be just a door for different opportunities. It may not necessarily be that's what God has in store for you or has been planned for you. So never be too hard on yourself. Sometimes we take losses, sometimes we take wins. We have to fall for us to be able to get back up. And sometimes when we rise even higher than we expected.
Thank you for sharing that. And finally, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to kind of, share your own, say what you have to say to your fans, the people who are supporting you, as well as your team. But before I do that, I know a lot of young women may watch this show, maybe watching already. If you had to give them one piece of advice or just a message you'd like to share with them, what would that be?
My advice to young women: express yourself. Always let your voice be heard. Whatever you aspire to do, go for it. You are your biggest cheerleader. Never let what others think of you bring you down because most times others' judgment is what prevents us from, achieving our dreams. But whatever you believe in, just go for it. Even if it does not work out, like I said, at least you know that you went for it regardless, and there's only two outcomes: either you succeed or you fail, but at least you know you tried.
Yes, thank you very much. And I'd like to give you the opportunity now for your final words.
To my supporters, my friends, my family, and my sponsor, thank you for all your support. You have made the journey much, much easier for me. And without you guys, I don't think I would be able to reach just as far in this competition or have so much confidence in myself. Just your support and motivating me and ensuring that I always keep my head high, especially during tribulations. It has helped me a lot. And I do urge everyone here listening to attend the pageant. We contestants, we have worked really hard to put on a good show. We are talented, we are beautiful, we are smart, and we are all capable of winning the crown. We're not going to disappoint you guys, so buy your tickets. Come support us. We need your support, and trust me, it will be a show that you will not forget. So come to Carnival City, February 27, 2025 at 8 p.m.
Thank you very much, Tanisha. It was so nice to meet you. Your mommy saying, Mommy's so proud of you. Your mommy Eve is on here and she's saying she's so proud of you. A lot of folks are continuing to shower you tongue. Some people call you tanooks, tan, tan, all kind of tan going on. But I want to wish you all the best. I'm looking forward to seeing every single one of you perform. On the night of the Thursday, this coming Thursday, and I just want to wish you guys, all the best. Just keep doing what you're doing. I think you all have such wonderful teams. You seem like you have such a supportive team, and just go out there, do your best, and have fun.
I
Have
will.
fun. And thanks again for coming on and talk to us. I know you have your dress rehearsal now, so you have to skip it up out of here and go to your dress rehearsal. So I will not keep you any longer, and I will see you on Thursday.
Yes, I'm excited.
Bye bye,
Bye.
guys. That was the lovely Tanisha Balson, contestant number 3. And see you. And I am so excited what each and every one of these ladies have in store for us on Thursday, I mean, I got to learn so much about them, and I know you too learned so much. I mean, even though there's some of the things they didn't tell us, we kind of like learning. We kind of had little hints here and there. I absolutely love doing these interviews because it really gets into the in depth, as to what these young ladies are all about, what they love, their shared values, their opinions, whether they're advocates for the various communities, or just the planet in general. And I absolutely love getting to know more about some of their dreams, their aspirations, and what really is what they really love. I mean, that is so important to know because, like I say all the time, this is not just a beauty pageant. This is really this is not Miss Universe. I think, like, our pageant is so much more on a higher level than these other pageants where they come and they just focus on beauty. It's a full package. At the end of the day, we get a full package, and you gotta come to the show. You got to make sure that you're there early because, like I mentioned earlier, the question and answer round is first, and you do not want to miss that. See, if you miss that, you I feel like if you miss that, you miss the whole show because that is like so important to know, to see, how they respond. But I love the fact that it's first because it gets the pressure off your back. You don't have to think about, answering questions after going through all of these wrongs. You don't have to think about, being frazzled. You're fresh and ready, right? And we're all going to be ready, really supporting all of these five beautiful ladies. I want to say thank you very much to the Dominica Festivals Committee, the Discover Dominica Authority. Thank you very much to my sponsors of this program, those who've been on here from the beginning, to its center, Fresh Market, Pharmacy, Cash and Carry, Best Price, Astafans, Caribe. Thank you very much to Master Assist. Thank you to the Central Cooperative Credit Union for coming on board this evening. And thank you very much to you, the viewers. Those of you who came in, you took your time out of your schedule to come in and show support to the various ladies. Some of you had favorites coming in, and some of your minds have changed. Some of you got to know new ones and now have new favorites. And I'm so happy that I could have brought this to you. And I'm so happy that you came on and you took the time to listen, to comment, to share. Did you share? Did you share the live? Make sure you share the live so somebody else can get to know a little bit more about Tanisha. And I want to say thank you very much to her team and to all of the ladies who came on the last week. We got to know them in depth, and I'm so appreciative to their team for allowing them to come on. They were early, they were dressed lovely, they were so poised and um so engaging. They were all so conversational. Let me tell you, the competition is going to be tight. Competition is going to be tight on Thursday. I am looking forward to this. I am looking forward to seeing who will emerge as the next Miss Dominica 2025, or as the only, not the next, as the next Miss Dominica, but as the only Miss Dominica 2025. Make sure you get your tickets to be at the show on Thursday. And if you're out of Dominica, make sure you register to view online. There is pay-per-view available, so you can view the entire show online. I also want to remind you guys that tomorrow we have two engaging shows happening tomorrow. We're going to be talking to the Rotary Club of Dominica. They got some exciting things in store for you. So tune in tomorrow. I believe it's at 6 p.m. And then at 7:30, we have the Miss Dominica 2024. Canada is going to be joining us. Also, Miss OCS 2025. And I'm so excited to speak with her. I want to say thank you very much to my team. Thank you very much, Samaj. Samaj has been putting all of this together and assisting me in such a humongous way. Thank you very much to my sister, my family. I thank you very much to everyone who's behind me and who's definitely here, cheering me on and just ensuring that we do this and we do this well. Thanks to you again. And I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Stay tuned for a word from our sponsors right after this. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.
In life-threatening emergencies, every moment matters. When time is critical, you need the best care possible fast. That's why you need Massa Assist, your trusted partner in air medical transport. Equipped with a state-of-the-art technology and highly trained medical professionals, we're ready to respond when it matters most. Whether it's trauma care or critical medical attention needed miles away, our dedicated team is always ready for takeoff 24/7. If you or someone you love needs urgent medical transport, don't hesitate.
My husband got shot and we had to fly him out. And the price to fly him out, I don't think I'll be able to get that money. But thank God for Master.
Contact Massa Assist today on 275-6272 or 315-2264. Or visit our website at www.massaassist.com. Massa Assist. When seconds count, count on us.
Season with a CCCUL Carnival Express. Express yourself. Express yourself.
Express yourself this carnival with a loan of up to $10,000 and an easy payback plan as low as $45 a month.
$45?
Yes, $45 a month.
Yes, I. Look vibes this carnival boy.
No stress to buy a costume, no stress to join the band. Free up with friends and family plus an easy payback plan. Nice.
Express yourself this carnival season with a CCCUL Carnival Express loan. Visit our website at myccul.com or call us at 767-448-2261 or 767-445-5208.
Promotion runs from February 1st to February 28th, 2025. Terms and conditions apply.
You see this here? Okay, boom. We not chasing nobody. You mad? Who fool? Who chad? Who bunny bote? Tell me ready. You mad? Who fool? Who chad? Who bunny bote? Timon, Gaibel. Gaibel. Don't message my phone. Gaibel. I don't want you. Gaibel. Jigsaw. Let's go. You see this here? Okay, boom. We not chasing nobody. Why you got in all like Barry? Acting as though you don't want me.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.